It's the 21st of April today and back in the garden. Yeah, still been busy here doing this garden makeover. Now, I've just finished planting some hostas at the front of the garden in that triangular feature. And we've got a large pot that's sunken in there a little bit now too, so it's looking quite good. We just had to sink it down a little bit and there's still some bark to go on the top. Around the side of the house, you can probably hear there is some activity going on, but unfortunately it's not in this garden. No, that's one of the neighbours. Our landscapers have got a couple of men down today, so they've decided not to come along and it'll be Monday before they're next back in. So I'm just doing a few jobs. Here's what the place looks like at the moment. It still looks like a bit of a building site. This is where they've been mixing up all of their mortar to go down for the slabs. And they have been making some progress on the slabs around here. There they are. So that whole area there has now all been slabbed with the new porcelain slabs that we've got. And here, what I've been doing for the water feature, I've just made a start digging out this little trench here. So this little trench, that's where I'm going to run the power. And it goes like that and into that socket on the side of the garage. So I fitted that last week and it should be all quite safe because it's RCD protected on the inside of the house. So better to be safe than sorry with these things. So for the rest of today, I'm just going to carry on digging out that trench. I've got some plastic conduit that I need to put down to run the cable through to the water feature. So I better get on with it. I'm just about there now. Some things never quite go to plan though, do they? I thought I had the water feature all nice and level, but I didn't. I think someone might have bumped it or something. So I had to re-level it. And this time, I just decided to get some cement and make up a little mix in the hole with the sand that was already there. And by doing that, I was able to get the water feature level again. And this time when the cement sets, hopefully it will stay that way. And just to make sure, I put some concrete around the outside. So hopefully it'll not move now. And as for the pipe, well, I decided to move the pipe a little bit because I didn't want to have a bend in it. And it saved me cutting it. So I just laid the pipe out slightly at an angle from the water feature down to the corner of the wooden border. And the end of it is slightly under the wood, so that'll protect a little bit where the wire comes through and goes into the other bit of pipe. I also decided to fill the reservoir up with water. That way it's nice and heavy and that will help to bed it in too. After that, what I needed to do next was put the water pump in and feed the electrical cable through the conduit. My first plan was just to shove it through, but it didn't work very well at all. It was kinking up inside the pipe. So plan B was to just tie a little washer on the end of some string and drop that through. So once the string came through, it was a case of pulling that through and out the other end, I could then feed the cable through. And it was just a case of doing that again on the second bit of pipe. Then to finish it off, I just had to put a plug on the end of that wire. Easier said than done. But it's quite awkward when you're actually kneeling down at that level trying to wire a plug, I can tell you. I suppose I better try it then. Fingers crossed. Right, here we go. Switch it on. And do we have movement? I do believe we have movement. There we go. Success. It's the 2nd of May today, so it's a good 4 weeks on since we filmed the last time. and I'll let you see where we're at with the garden. Not as far on as I would have liked, but hey, the thing is the slabs have taken a really long time to get laid, and you can see them over there. They have actually been done now. It's porcelain slabs that we've went for, and it's quite a slow, painstaking process to lay them. Now they're all dusty with concrete dust, etc. at the moment. The step's been done. We can't use it at the moment because it's only just been done, so we're having to go around the front of the house to come out here around the back. And this is the border area that is now pretty much done. That's what we've went for, black mondo grass in there, and the empty pots, that will just be filled up with spring bulbs, so we'll plant these up in the autumn. The water feature is working. I've not got it on at the moment because I'm still fiddling about with the water levels. It's a bit fiddly. And Trisha is busy, so she is. And there's an aeroplane going over, which always happens when I go to film. Never mind. Here she is. How you getting on?
Okay.
I thought you might have been finished by now.
Hardy, hard. Well, I can only do it when they're not here because
Yeah.
they kick up a lot of dust. So.
Yeah, it certainly does. That's black that we're going for, isn't it?
Yeah, but it kind of looks grey, but I think it's that kind of black.
Is
But
it going
looks
on
good.
all right?
Yeah.
Well, you seem to be doing quite a good job.
Well, thanks very much.
Oh, that's all
I'll
right.
get my pay at the end of it, will I?
Well, we'll see about that. Now, Kira, it's impossible to keep the place clean at the moment because Kira always ends up sitting in the muck. Don't you, Kira? You not speaking? No, she's not speaking. I think she can hear a little dog. Now, the other thing that we've done is I have fitted over here a hose. So that's wall mounted, and we've been looking to get a hose for a while because we're certainly going to need that to water in the turf when it comes in. Hopefully next week the turf will come in and get laid here all the way around the house. And then of course we're also going to need the hose to wash the new van when it comes. And I just let the cat out of the bag there. It's now the 7th of May. We've been keeping busy in the garden, so the two sections at the front of the garden have now got bark on them, just to keep the weeds down. And we've also done the little border area in the back garden. We've got the gravel down and we've strategically placed some rocks to make it look nice. It's not quite finished yet because there's more gravel still to come. Yeah. And Trish has been busy doing the fence. You've started painting the fence, haven't you?
Yeah, so I did all the edging, painted the edging, and then I've moved on to the fence. So I've still got a lot of fence to paint.
There's a heck of a lot of fence to paint, and I'll need to chip in as well if we're going to get all of that done. And I suppose the big news for us is really the fact that we have ordered a van.
So exciting.
And yeah, it is. It's actually scheduled for delivery in August. Now, we're keeping our fingers crossed because we have heard of some people who have ordered vans and then they haven't
postponed.
They haven't came.
Back.
They've been late. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. And the van that we've went for, it doesn't match what we'd originally thought we wanted, but we now know, having had all the feedback from you guys and the vans that we've looked at online, we decided the layout that we wanted, which was to actually have a seated lounge at the back of the van that will convert into a bed, so we can leave it down if we want. We also have went for one that has obviously the side kitchen area, but it does have a bathroom, doesn't it? So it has
a bathroom shower.
A shower
like
with
a wet room.
With a toilet. That's right, yeah. And then there's a belted seat for Kira, so there's a little seating area behind the driving seats.
Yeah, so it's a front lounge. So the two front seats will swivel, and then you've got two belted seats. But I think it sleeps up to 3. Although it's 4 belted seats, it sleeps up to 3.
Yeah, so we're not going to say just yet exactly what the van is. Always happens, doesn't it? The clock's going off. Thank you. Yeah, We're not going to tell you exactly what the van is at the moment. The reason for that is we know that some people in the past have been let down with vans,
Yes.
and they've ordered vans and they haven't materialised. But the other thing, the main reason, to be honest, we would like it to be a surprise, so that when we come back, hopefully in August, with the new van, it will be a surprise. A surprise for you when you see it. And
Surprise for us when we get it.
absolutely. So that's the plan anyway, isn't
Yes,
it? And I hope you don't mind us not telling you, because obviously we know, but I just think it'll be great for us to come back in August with the new van, and it'll be big bang. Here's the new van, here's the new channel as well. And that leads us on to that point. The new channel, we can't be the wee brown van anymore. We've loved being the wee brown van, we've loved having the wee brown van, haven't we, Kira? But we've not got the wee brown van anymore, so...
No. So we're looking for a name that would be more generic, so not in relation to the colour of the van or what they make of the van, whatever. So something a bit more generic.
Yeah.
And we've had suggestions coming from friends and family. But maybe you've got some suggestions that we could maybe use. So we're looking for some in the comments. So if you'd like to comment and give us some ideas. We're not 100% sold on what we have. So maybe you'll be able to change your mind and give us something better.
Yeah, absolutely. The important thing is that it's generic. So because
Yeah.
we don't want to be changing the name of our channel again.
No.
You know, changing it once is fine. And a lot of people have changed channel names. We've seen it, a number of YouTubers doing that. And it's fine. And when we change the channel name, your subscription will stay with us. You know, you won't need to find us. We should just still come up on your YouTube feed. But it's important for us that we get a generic name so that we don't have to change it again in the future. So please do let us know what you think. We're going to have to get back out into that garden, aren't we?
It's dry today, more painting.
Yeah, and we'll be back and let you see it when it's all finished. It's the 15th of May today, and the garden is finally finished.
Yay!
So we're out enjoying a little bit of sun. This is what it's all about. This is why we were doing it, so that we would have somewhere nice to sit. Now, round the front of the house, below the tree, there's no sign of those plants coming up yet, but there is a lot of activity going on with the hostas. They are just jumping out of the soil, so they are. And round the side of the house, there's another seating area, and there's a bird area where Trisha likes to put her bird feeders out. We've not seen many birds though, have we?
No, I think we had a lot before, but they'll come back.
I think they've deserted us.
If you build it, they will come.
Aye, that's right. They've deserted us temporarily. But we have got the dragon in place.
Yeah.
So in the corner around the back, the dragon now has pride of place, and one of the rhododendrons out is in full bloom and looking really nice. And then here at the back of the garden, this is a little bit of a sun trap, and the water feature is now working really well. The flow, we've finally got it just about right, I think, and we've managed to top up the gravel, and that whole area is looking really nice.
If you remember, we had made a comment that we were looking for a new channel name and looking for suggestions. So remember, in the comments, give us your ideas and we'll reveal it on our next video.
Yeah, which might be in a couple of weeks' time.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, folks.
Bye.
Watch out for us. Ta-da.